For Rosales' deck list here, 18 Swamps, 4 Mutavaults, 4 Temple of Silence, nothing too crazy going on. He does have Pack Rats, so if you're wondering about that, along with a 2-2 split of Lifebane Zombie and Nightveil Spectre. We'll get to the sideboards here in a minute, but let's watch some burn action first as we're in Game 3, and here comes Ashes Zealot.
Yeah, the biggest departure in Ryan's list from the conventional builds of Red, White, Burn is 4 copies of Young Pyromancer. Don't see it too often, but certainly can be very powerful in concert with particular draws or against certain decks.
Card's still trying to find a home.
Yep. Well, no density of free spells. You know, that's what makes Young Pyromancer potentially a thing in Modern and Legacy. There's a saturation of, especially Phyrexian mana spells you can go to.
Doomblade's going to take care of Ashes Zealot. You do see Young Pyromancer show up to the table here. Overturf does have a shock at the ready as well. Hero's Downfall is going to take that out, but a shock in response will give Overturf not only 2 points of damage, but a 1/1 here from the Pyromancer.
And there's a lot of other things that are going on in Standard that are hostile to Young Pyromancer regardless. Mutavault on defense, Jace Architect of Thoughts, plus power, Bioblight, Detention Sphere. There's a lot of things working against Young Pyromancer besides the fact that there just aren't the same density of cheap or free spells you can go to in Standard versus in Modern.
So there you see Van Meter along with the Ashes Zealot did attack. 13 is the life total here for Rosales. He needs a card like Desecration Demon, but he does not have it right now. Deso Demon would have made this game very different.
Well, actually, if there's anything that Young Pyromancer is good at fighting, it's definitely that card.
Yeah, I mean, this could just be a really good sideboard card against black decks.
Yeah, Bioblight, it makes it tricky. That's the thing.
There's a shock going to target the Mutavault when it tries to block the Elemental token. Doomblade's going to take care of Ashes Zealot, but Shock was effectively Stone Rain right now, and you and I both know they don't print one-man Stone Rains.
No, they don't. Well, Russell had to opt in. It's not really a one-man Stone Rain.
Yeah. Thoughtseize the draw here. See if he wants to fire this off. It's always scary to cast Thoughtseize against the burn deck, but a lot of the time it's just appropriate.
Yeah, well, it still saves some damage, and the information's really valuable, but it is definitely in this position where Ryan's saying go with 3 cards in hand. You're at 12. It's pretty dangerous territory.
Underworld Connections, similarly dangerous card to be playing against burn.
Yeah.
And here's a Magma Jet. Rosales is going to go down to 10.
And at least potentially sets up a Grey Merchant.
That is true. Taking a look at not 1, but 2 copies of Chandra's Phoenix. Does he want either one of those right now, Patrick?
I think I would keep 1.
He decides he's going to keep none.
With Russell tapping out, Chandra's Phoenix is actually a pretty good spot for it.
Chain of the Rocks, not a great draw in this situation. Just an attack here for 1 for Overturf. He's got a Lightning Strike, he's got a Skull Crack ready.
You know, if Russell has, even if Russell has a removal spell immediately, it's like, okay, well, the Phoenix dealt 2. It's still in the graveyard with a ton of burn in my hand, and I get to keep attacking with my 1/1. And if Russell untaps and plays Grey Merchant, you're probably happier having the Phoenix in play hitting a second time.
Sure. Swamp going to come into play here for Rosales. See if he wants to fire for Thoughtseize. He's actually just going to go the Pack Rat strategy. So that Elemental token is probably going to have to slow down on attacking now.
Yeah, and Ryan doesn't really have the flexibility of doing anything with these burn spells other than going to Russell's head. He can't fight over Pack Rat, so.
Yeah. So Rosales also going to go down to 5. And the other thing this is going to do, which is really nice for Overturf, is it's going to actually just shut off the ability for Rosales to actually activate Underworld Connections, which is a big deal.
And that Boros Charm should just about lock it up.
Yep.
Ryan's sitting on Skullcrack here that prevents, you know, Grey Merchant or Freakish Cure or whatever from mattering, and the Boros Charm is just too much damage.
I also like Chain of the Rocks in the situation because it forces Rosales to discard a card. Yes, he gets to make another Pack Rat. He's going to discard what looks to be a useless Swamp, but it also just forces his action.
And you also get to attack with your 1/1 now, and either kill the Pack Rat, or if Russell takes the hit, he goes to 4, Boros Charm kills him.
Yeah, so you got to like that. And there's Boros Charm, exactly what you did mention. Oh, you'll take 1? Well, how about 4? That makes it 5, and that gets the job done. Ryan Overturf does win this match over Russell Rosales. 2-1. Red, White, Burn, playing against what you could argue is its best matchup in Mono Black Devotion.
Yeah, the Mono Black Devotion definitely has the tools to make the matchup pretty challenging for Royal White Burn if they want to. Certainly a variety of Duresses and Death Maguses can make it tough, but